So don't force it. Don't go against the grain. No pressure for you. I'll wait. Don't force it. Don't go against the grain. No pressure for you. I'll wait.
What's good, y'all? You already know this is your boy Dream Big, back at it again with another video for you guys. What's good, Dream Squad? Today I have a special, beautiful guest for you guys. Miss Quartz?
Yes.
What's going on?
Hey.
Where are you from?
From Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. I like the ensemble we got here.
Thank you.
What is this? What
It's
we
called
got here?
Thrifty. Yes.
Thrifty?
Yes.
We got the vintage.
Yes,
Thrifty.
the vintage grandma dress.
And I'm sure y'all curious about too. So kind of break down your name, your artist name for us.
So my artist name is Quartz.
Yeah.
QTZ, lowercase with a period. Basically, I chose the name, or the name chose me, simply because I just feel like it matched my aesthetic, and I am very much so into metaphysical things, and I really like crystals and iridescence and shiny stuff, so yeah, I just thought it worked. And originally it was spelled like the full word,
Okay.
but there's this band.
Ah.
Yeah, so, and then I mean, like, plus the shortened name, I've always like wanted a nice little short name, so I feel like it worked.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It looks nice. Kind of take me down the tracks like She Know and I Am on the same. Those are kind of linked with the same project.
Yeah. So She Knows I Am. It kind of like started from basically like sayings from my best friend, who I feel like is one of my like spiritual guides, because she's very gifted in many ways. And we would just always like end up having like really interesting conversations. And it's just like, don't stress stuff, you know, don't force stuff, because everything that's meant to be will be, and everything will kind of sort of fall in place. So at that point in my life when I was writing it, I was sort of kind of like frazzled, and I was trying to focus on like living in the stillness, because stillness is important. And yeah, and I just started playing, and I just started, because usually like when I record and make music, I kind of just make something, and then like I hit record, and then I just kind of go at it, and then if I want to go back and edit it, I go back and edit it. But yeah, and I just started doing that, and then there were like so many ideas, and I was like, oh, I want to fit this all into one song. But then as I continued to develop the lyrics and stories and whatnot, I was like, I think these will survive separate but together. So like they have the same instrumentation and stuff, but yeah, I think they function well together and separate in telling a story.
Nice.
So yeah, that's where that came from.
How do you feel you fit into the music scene in Atlanta, seeing that there's so many different singers and I mean art in general is very heavy here. Like how do you feel that you fit in and stand out?
I don't really think I fit in anywhere. Like, it's just like a natural thing. I don't know if it's the Libra in me that's like, don't put me in a box. But like, I sincerely feel like I don't really like necessarily fit in anywhere, but I blend well. I'm trying not to be so much of a recluse. I'm trying to, you know, be more social and stuff. And when I'm more social and I go out and stuff, I'm like, this is different from things that I like, which is the vast majority of stuff that happens in Atlanta. But yeah, I think I blend well, and I find things within the music world in Atlanta that I can connect with, and vice versa, be that people, and things of that sort. And I think, I don't know, like I stand out, but it's not to the point where it's too outrageous. Like you're not just another like trap soul artist, or you're not just sounding like everybody else. Like you stand out, but you're standing out with taste, if that makes sense.
So who do you listen to right now?
Oh my God. Michelle Ngelcello is like my favorite person in the whole wide world. Oh, she's so amazing. I just feel like she's a musical genius in every way. Like, oh yeah, she's amazing. My favorite band is The Internet. My second favorite band is Hiatus Coyote.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of like, you know, experimental things. I love Willow. I love what she's doing and how she's changing her stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm into a lot of different stuff.
So if you can work with anybody with your music, maybe top three, who would it be? Those same people or those?
Let me see. Mashonda Gale cello, Willow, and SZA. Yeah, SZA's dope. Watching her evolution is cool. She's dope. I like what she's doing.
Influences growing up.
Oh my gosh. I love talking about this because it gives me moments to talk about movies.
Give me good camera time.
Black movies. So black movies have influenced my life a lot. And it's funny because growing up I'd be like, I'm not really a movie person. But no, like when I was coming up, I'm an only child. And my mom, she would sit me in front of a TV. What you going to do? I want to watch movies. So we had like all these VHSs. And the main movies I would watch on repeat nonstop were The Wiz,
Okay.
Malcolm X,
Okay.
and Crooklyn.
Wasn't expecting as a kid Malcolm X, but on repeat.
I have been a revolutionary since
Really?
the age of fetus. I feel like I lived in the 60s and through the revolution in the past life,
Really?
honestly. Yeah.
Maybe reborn.
Yeah, honestly. But I watched those movies so many times. And honestly, one of the biggest influences on my life and my music and everything is Spike Lee's films. Like, I just feel like he's just so fucking dope. Like,
Yeah.
the stuff that he does and how he, like, he's just so controversial and he creates so many conversations. And I like the fact that his films and his works a lot of times aren't biased, and it kind of leaves it leaves the interpretation up to the general audience.
Yeah.
I love that so much. He's my Morehouse brother, like, you know, just so amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, black movies definitely 90s gospel music.
How do you feel about Spike Lee's new show? That's on
Yeah, right. I watched it all. I think it's interesting. I appreciate what he did with the music and basically how I feel like he's making a statement of supporting black artists. So you got the cutaway scenes with the pictures of albums and stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting. I also like, again, how it starts a lot of different conversations about sexual freedom, sexual liberation, the realms of feminism, all of that. So I appreciate, you know, kind of the fire that it has started. And I'm really excited to see what this second season is about to be like. Because, I mean, the first season was like, okay, we're here.
Yeah.
You know, reiteration of the movie, but it's like, where are you going to take it now, you know? So, yeah, I think it's pretty interesting.
Okay, and you kind of, before I cut you off to ask you that, you kind of was going to go into, you said you like 80s gospel?
Yeah, 80s and 90s gospel has definitely, like, I've been realizing a lot about myself lately. I don't know if it's growing up, but lately I'm just like, you know, I've been like, you know, retracing my roots and all of that, and I'm just like, wow, this stuff really plays a big part in my music. Like, a lot of like the rhythmic things I do and the instruments I like, and you know, all that stuff, like that stuff literally comes from 90s gospel. Like Ty Tribbett, Hezekiah Walker, John P. All that stuff they were doing with like the synths and the basses and then the sampling from, you know, R&B songs. Yeah, that's definitely like, it's very prevalent in my music. It's very prevalent in like my attitude. Like, it's just real like funky, and like it's not even about the spirituality side. It's about the music and the pageantry.
Gotcha. So just wanted to get from you, you know, do you have any upcoming projects that we should look out for on your SoundCloud, iTunes, anything like that? Or concerts or shows, anything you got?
So I have my final senior project at Spelman College coming up. It's going to be in April. We're shooting for April 7th. You can always look at my Instagram and my social media to find out about that. Everything on social media is This Is QTZ. And you can find out about the dates and everything there. So follow that, and who knows, music will probably be released around that time too.
Great. So I appreciate having you out here.
Thank you.
Y'all already know we on the road to 1K subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the page. Make sure you follow, like she said, Miss Course on IG. Follow me, Dream Big at NYC _, Snapchat, Loso50, and you already know, we out.
So don't force it. Don't go against the grain. No pressure.